It's around 225 miles around the Big Island of Hawaii on the Fundamental Expressway. The majority of the present completely electric autos can't pack enough squeeze to do the whole circle, beginning and closure at Kona, for example. The 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric ought to have the capacity to do that in its more extended territory rendition, which, Hyundai has recently uncovered, has a 64.0 kWh battery pack, bigger than that of some other non-Tesla EV. That acquires at a driving scope of 292 miles in the Worldwide Harmonized Light Vehicle Test Procedure, WLTP, an outcome that will probably liken to an EPA-evaluated scope of 250 miles or more. That would exceed the 236 mile assumed that a similar system refers to for the Chevrolet Bolt EV. Hyundai will offer the Kona Electric in two adaptations, with the principal contrasts being battery limit and engine yield. The more moderate model will have a 39.2 kWh battery pack that may beat the 151-mile appraised extend for the new 40.0 kWh Nissan Leaf. The higher limit Kona Electric won't simply go more remote, it is additionally speedier and all the more intense. The 64.0 kWh variant has 201 strength versus 133 in the 39.2 kWh adaptation, albeit both do make the same 291 pounds-to-feet of pinnacle torque. As per Hyundai, the model with the bigger pack is 1.7 seconds snappier to 62 miles per hour, 7.6 seconds versus 9.3. Top speed, in European spec, is 104 miles per hour, while all-wheel drive is offered all through the fuel Kona lineup. The electric is front-wheel drive as it were. One astonishment quality for the Kona Electric is charging. Likewise with the current Hyundai Ioniq Electric, the Kona EV will have the capacity to exploit speedier 100 kW combined charging system, CCS, quick charging equipment. Utilizing such a charger, the 64.0 kWh pack can get to 80% condition of charge similarly as fast as the littler 39.2 kWh one. Be that as it may, with level 2, 240-volt business or home charging and the 7.2 kW installed charger, the Kona Electric with the littler pack achieves full in around 6 hours, versus about 10 hours with the bigger pack. The charge port is situated on the front of the vehicle. At only 164.6 inches in length and 70.9 inches wide, the Kona Electric is generally the measure of the Jeep Renegade, the Honda HR-V, or the Mazda CX-3 and a couple of inches shorter than the Kia Niro. From the front, the shut grille is the thing that most recognizes the EV from whatever is left of the little hybrids line up. Try not to anticipate that inside bundling will be traded off in any critical way, perhaps simply some unique footwells in back, or diverse seat collapsing, on the grounds that Hyundai says the Kona's stage was intended to coordinate the vast battery pack. The front seats have 3 advanced warming, and there's an accessible warm controlling wheel. In any event in abroad forms, there's a decision between fabric or full calfskin upholstery and in addition a mix of those materials. In spite of the fact that Hyundai hasn't yet definite the Kona Electric specs or highlight lineup for the United States, or set its evaluating, we're anticipating that it should be very near how the model is situated in Europe. There, the rundown of accessible highlights incorporates versatile voyage control, with full unpredictable, forward impact checking, path-keeping help, blind side and cross movement cautioning frameworks, and a driver consideration cautioning framework. The base sound framework is good with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's a 7.0-inch touchscreen and accessible route, and the US form is probably going to extend with equivalent live climate and movement highlights, and accessible top-of-the-line sound know-how from Krell, including 8 channels at 45 watts for every channel. Other accessible highlights incorporate a flip-up head-up show and remote inductive charging for individual gadgets. All that is liable to affirmation, conceivably when the 2018 New York Automobile Fair toward the finish of March. The brand has been making its lone other all-electric model up until this point, the Ioniq Electric, accessible by means of conventional buying or, in California, through a membership evaluating model that incorporates all expenses, upkeep, and enrollment charges in addition to charging costs. As Hyundai prepares an entire group of module mixture and electric models, anticipate that the brand will fan out and grasp connecting to. Maybe even in Hawaii.